On May 9th, 1994, high school senior Cleashindra Hall vanished without a trace from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. In the years since her disappearance, there are few clues on her whereabouts. And with no trace of Cleashindra, her family has been left to live with the unknown. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Graydays TV, and today I'm going to be talking about the disappearance of Cleashindra Hall. In the spring of 1994, Cleashindra Clea Hall was a bright 18-year-old girl with big plans. The Pine Bluff, Arkansas native was just 2 weeks away from graduating with honors at Watson Chapel High School. She had a summer internship lined up in Boston, and that fall she would have been heading off to Tennessee State University's pre-med program, pursuing her dream to become a pediatrician. That Monday, May 9th, 1994, was the family's first day returning back to her normal routine after an exciting weekend. Clea's prom was that Friday, she attended a sorority ball on Saturday, and she celebrated Mother's Day that Sunday. Clea had an after-school job doing clerical work at the home office of Dr. Larry Amos, who wrote grants allocating resources for childcare facilities. Just before 5 p.m. that day, Clea asked her mom if she could pick her up after work when she was done for the day. 3 hours later, she called and asked her mom if she had any messages, and also to tell her that she'd be working later than usual, and that she would call her when she was done working for the day. Laurel Hall, Cleashindra's mother, waited all night for the phone to ring, and when it didn't, she decided to call Dr. Larry Amos. He said that Clea clocked out around 8:30 p.m. and that she was picked up by an unknown individual. I'm thinking, okay, she's never done this before, but she is a teenager and she's 18, about to graduate, so maybe she's deciding that she's gonna flex her independent muscles, Laurel said. But I stayed up all night because I'm looking out the window thinking, you're gonna be in trouble, young lady, when you come home. Daylight came and she wasn't at home. So her family was a little concerned, but at first they thought that she might have just went straight to school that morning. My middle son, when he got to school, he called home. He probably bugged them all day, that office, but he called home and he said she's not at school. Clea's parents called the police at 9 p.m. on May 10th, but because Clea was 18 years old and legally an adult, the police said that they had to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. And the initial report that was filed had very little information. It mentions a missing person wearing a two-piece short set, navy blue and white socks, tennis shoes, and a white bow in her hair. Also, at the time of her disappearance, Clea did not have her purse or her ID. Pine Bluff police and the community searched for Cleashindra Hall to no avail. Pink ribbons went on police cruisers across town. At Laurel's house, photos were put everywhere, but there was no sign of Cleashindra Hall. And that's how it stayed until March 29, 2012, one day before Clea's birthday and 18 years after her disappearance. There was finally a break in the case. On that day, Pine Bluff police initiated a formal search of the Amos property. But why did it take 18 years for a new revelation in the case? Pine Bluff police would say that new information prompted the search, but wouldn't give any more detail into what that new information was. But unfortunately, nothing came from that search. Apparently, evidence was mishandled, and the officers who mishandled that evidence were reprimanded in some way, but understandably, that left Cleashindra Hall's family devastated. Now, although Cleashindra Hall was 18 when she disappeared, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children are still actively helping in this case, due to a provision in the Protect Act of 2003 known as Susan's Law. Susan's Law is named after a missing 19-year-old college student from Albany, New York in 1998. And this law extends to missing 18 to 20-year-olds the same provisions and the same resources that a child would get if they went missing. And thanks to Susan's Law, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children can use all their resources, like their age progression technology, to aid in cases of missing 18 to 20-year-old or young adults, basically. Now, as far as what the local police believe happened to Cleashindra Hall, they believe that she was kidnapped, but they have no clues to sort of back that belief up. That's their belief. They don't believe that she ran away because she seemed to be very happy with her family. She had a lot going for her in the future. It makes no sense that she would have run away. So their belief is that she was kidnapped and pretty much taken against her will, which I agree with. I believe that there is no way that she just left her family. They do have a statement from Dr. Amos, who said that he saw her get into a car with an unknown individual, and that's basically all they have. An early suspect in the case was a local boy whose name was not given to press, who Cleashindra Hall was seen around frequently. It was somebody that she liked. It was someone she was friendly with. He was interrogated by police and his vehicle was also searched, but they did not find any evidence in his vehicle. They also gave him a polygraph test and the results came back inconclusive, so they kind of just dropped that lead. It also didn't help that Dr. Amos couldn't give any sort of details on what type of vehicle picked her up, license plate, color, anything about the vehicle. All he could say was that she got into a vehicle. He didn't know who was driving the vehicle. He didn't know what kind of vehicle it was. He just saw her get into one, which to me is a little suspicious, but that's just me. Somebody out there knows something, and that one person for 25 years has been able to hold that information. I don't know how they've been able to do it. Each year for Cleashindra's birthday, her missing date, May 9th, and Labor Day, Cleashindra's friends and family release pink balloons to keep her case in the public eye and let everyone know that they are still searching for her.
She was somebody that had a life that meant something, and she had goals and she had dreams just like everybody else. And our family had dreams and goals for her too. And so somewhere we're missing out on seeing what her life could have been.
Now I'm going to put an age progression picture of Cleashindra, which shows what she would look like at about age 38 to 44. And if you have any information about Cleashindra Hall, you are urged to call the Pine Bluff Police Department at 1-870-541-5300 or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. That's 1-800-843-5678. And that's where I'm going to end this video. Please let me know what you guys think about this. If you have any information, those numbers are going to probably still be on the screen, and they're going to be in the description down below. I mean, this is absolutely... It's so sad that someone with their entire future ahead of them just gets that taken away. They get taken. Their family has no answers for what happened to her. And I can't even imagine what that feels like. So I really just wanted to put this case out there. This was a recommended video that I should do. I'm very glad it was recommended to me. And that's why I really appreciate when you guys recommend videos, because I don't know, like there's so many cases out there that I have no idea about, and this is one of them. And to bring some sort of light to it, to keep it in the public eye as long as possible, that's all I could ever imagine to do. So thank you for recommending me to do this video on Cleashindra Hall. And guys, please make sure to leave suggestions down below on other videos I should do. I promise you I'll look at them, even if it looks like I don't. I do, I promise. But that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all those great things. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for 7,000 plus subscribers. That's insane, especially since I've been gone for like 6 to 9 months. It's been a while. I did a video last week, but it's been a while since before that video. But thank you guys so much. And like always, I will see you next video.